Good morning. Let's make yourselves a smoothie. Banana, 2 of those. Berries. Just trying to do half a cup, but that might be a little much. Frozen baby spinach. Just do a handful or 2. Some greens. Vanilla honey Greek yogurt. Although really any Greek yogurt will do. Just do a couple spoonfuls. And some collagen powder. Scoop of that. Honey. Just a little drizzle for added sweetness. And some milk. You can really use whatever kind that you want. Oh, and I almost forgot a little bit of salt. Just really finishes it. And now we blend. Okay, hi, I needed that. Now that we're a few months out from having Oliver, I've really been trying to get back into a routine of prioritizing my health and fitness, and I've been feeling so much better for it. So today I figured I could take you along and show you what my health and fitness routine looks like and what I've been doing to try and stay consistent so it's not just a sporadic thing, which can be hard with a busy schedule with having a baby. So whether you may have a new baby or you're just coming out of a season where your health, your fitness may have gotten put on the back burner, I really hope that this can give you some gentle motivation, because it really is just incredible what a difference prioritizing your health, your fitness really makes in just allowing you to show up as the best possible version of yourself for you and for the people around you. Oh, and as we get into this, big thank you to Trainwell for sponsoring today's video. We'll chat more about them in a bit. So you all know that I'm really all about trying to not overcomplicate things, and I'm a big fan of small achievable goals, trying to implement those consistently, because I find that that's really where I see the biggest difference. So one of those small goals that I've been working towards incorporating into my life lately has been just adding in extra servings of fruit and vegetables wherever I can throughout the day. The first couple months postpartum, I tried to do what I could where I could, but really wasn't eating the best. That really just wasn't top of mind for me. My focus was on keeping a human alive. But lately, I've really been just seeing so much of the value of trying to focus on eating fresh, nourishing foods, have more energy, feel lighter, and just feels good. So what that looks like for me right now is making healthy swaps wherever I can, instead of, say, opting for a granola bar, cereal, something like that for breakfast. I'll have a parfait, a smoothie for snacks instead of crackers or chips. The beige foods, I'm trying to opt for things with more color, fruit, cut up vegetables, foods that are really going to nourish my body, that are filled with vitamins, minerals, that are going to leave me feeling energized. It's amazing how just small swaps like that done throughout the day consistently really do leave you feeling so much better. So my encouragement to you is, if healthy eating is one of those things that's fallen to the wayside a bit for you recently, start small and just add in extra fruits and veggies wherever you can throughout the day. Do what you can to make it easy to keep fruit on your counter for easy access, or pre-chop fruits and vegetables and keep them in your fridge so that they're really easy to reach for and grab. I find that when we're busy, it's really easy just to opt for whatever is the easiest thing for us to get to, which often is less healthy food options. So you just want to make those fruits, those vegetables really easy to reach for and grab when you're snackish, making breakfast, or just making decisions about what you're going to eat. Then let's talk about working out, because that is something that I have been on a journey with in the past year. I think it was about this time last year, I was really getting into fitness for the first time, finding a lot of consistency, seeing wins, and then I got pregnant, which slowed things down a lot. I was really proud of myself. I did stay active pretty much throughout my entire pregnancy. Yes, it did slow down to going for walks in that last little month there, but for the most part, I really did try to not push myself, but maintain my activity levels from pre-pregnancy throughout when I was pregnant, and felt so much better, honestly, for doing that. I really think that it made labor, delivery, and even my recovery a lot smoother because of that. But I did end up losing some of what I gained kind of in those last couple months of pregnancy, the first few weeks postpartum, when I was really just focusing on healing. So past couple of months for me, fitness has looked like trying to regain some of what I'd lost, working on ab strength, all of that. And I've really been just finding myself so motivated to be strong, to be fit, so that I can keep up with and just enjoy the time that I have with my child as he grows up. I want to be able to do things with him. I feel like whether you have a kid or not, finding your why, your motivation, the reason behind why you want to work out, to get fit, all of that is just so important. But what's huge too, and what I found especially important for me, was I didn't just need the why, I needed the what and the how. And that's where Trainwell, who I've been using and loving for over a year, almost a year and a half now, really comes into it. So thank you to Trainwell for sponsoring this video. You may have heard me talk about CoPilot before. They're now Trainwell. They changed their name a few months ago just to avoid any confusion about the growing number of AI chatbot services, because Trainwell is all about human-led training. It's one of the things that I love about them, is they really do believe that there just isn't a replacement for that human expertise and connection. And let me say, especially being newly postpartum, that's something that I found invaluable, because I didn't know how to rebuild strength without pushing my body too far, what to do, how to do it. But the expert coach Trainwell paired me with did. So the way it works is Trainwell pairs you with an expert coach who works with you to design a customized fitness plan for you. So for me right now, it's all about regaining strength postpartum. I think it's so huge that they take into account your life, what you have available to you in designing that. So since having Oliver, I've switched from doing my workouts at the gym to at home, because with having a 3-month-old, it's just still too hard for me to get to the gym. Maybe one day, but we're not quite there yet. I love that I can complete the workouts at any time of the day or night. And honestly, in the few months that I've been doing this since having Oliver, I've been noticing such a difference. My trainer Jill is amazing at providing the gentle motivation I need to get my workouts in, to find time in my busy schedule for it. And as I've gotten into a routine, I've just seen myself get so much stronger. There are ab exercises that I've worked up to being able to do now that I could not have dreamed of being able to do early postpartum. Things that I struggled to do right after having Oliver are now routine for me, which is just so motivating, so encouraging. And as a busy mom, it is so nice never having to worry about what I'm going to do for a workout, and just to have it all planned out for me. So if you're looking to begin your fitness journey, or you want direction, support, motivation as you chase after your fitness goals, then be sure to check out Trainwell. And the first 100 people to sign up with my Trainwell, formerly CoPilot link, will get 14 days free plus $25 off their first month. And I'll leave that link for you on the screen here, as well as in the description box. So thank you again to Trainwell for sponsoring this video. Now let's get our workout in. Then while I work out, let's talk about consistency, because I really find that that is the single greatest barrier to making working out a part of your routine. And it can be hard to find, but a couple of things that I found really help are accountability. So my trainer checks in on me throughout the week, but if you don't use Trainwell, you could also have a friend or family member check in on you. That's incredibly helpful. And then also to find when works best for you to work out. Try to consistently work out at that time so that it becomes a part of your daily, your weekly rhythm and pattern. That way you can make time for it in your schedule, to look forward to it and to expect it. For me, that's normally during one of Oliver's naps. Okay, let's talk hydration. This is one of those things that's really a non-negotiable for me at any time. I'll let almost every other habit slip before this one, but especially since having Oliver, I've just found it to be so essential. I'm exclusive breastfeeding, and I think because of that, it just feels like I'm always thirsty. I can't have too much water, and so it is one of those things that I try to make just a habitual, a routine part of my day. So I try to drink in the morning when I wake up, as I work out throughout the day, then a bit too before bed, although not too much because I don't enjoy having to wake up in the middle of the night to pee. But really what I try to do is follow the rule of thumb of letting thirst be my guide when it comes to how much and how often I drink. So whenever I notice I'm thirsty, I do try to check in with myself on that throughout the day. I'll have some water. It really is one of the most simple things, but it is so easy to forget. And if I go a few hours without drinking water, I just immediately start noticing the impact on my body. I'll get tension headaches, experience constipation, feel lethargic. It's just not a good time. A few things I like to do to make that habit of drinking plenty of water easier are, number one, to use a large water tumbler. I love this one. It has a handle, fits in a cup holder, and it also holds 40 ounces of water. And I just find that when I have something that has a straw and also a large water capacity, it's a lot easier for me to just bring this around with me, drink from it, and because it has plenty in it, I just need to refill it fewer times throughout the day. So that is super helpful. And then something else that I've more recently started doing is on days where for whatever reason I get distracted, I forget, and I haven't had enough water and I'm really feeling the effects of that on my body, is I'll take a liquid IV, an electrolyte mix, something to help with water absorption in my body, and just one of those really does go a long way. So not something that I try to do all the time, although I was having them pretty regularly in those first few days postpartum, but very helpful in a pinch. I just put Oliver down for a nap, so perfect time to chat sleep, another pillar of health, and one that's gotten a lot easier now that Oliver is sleeping through the night. Right now he's sleeping about an 8 to 9 hour stretch, and I really try to protect that time. Not staying up too late or trying to get too much done, but sleeping when he sleeps so I can ensure that I'm getting the rest that I need. Let me say, I have never been so grateful in my life for 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. But even with normally getting a full night's rest, trying to be a parent on top of all of your other life stuff, it's exhausting. And so I've also started just lying down, taking a break, or even napping in the middle of the day just to recharge, to rest a bit. And that's another one of those little things that I find really helps. So in as much as possible, and guys, I know sometimes it just isn't realistic, but when possible, I really do find that prioritizing sleep, trying to focus on getting a full 8 hours of rest, makes such a difference in your emotional state, in your energy levels. A good night's sleep really does make the world feel like a brighter, better place. Time to make dinner, and something that I've been trying to do more recently, on top of what we were talking about earlier of trying to have plenty of fruits and vegetables, is to eat more protein. I'm making a salad with chicken for dinner. This has been one of our go-to meals recently. Something I really notice is when I have meals that are more carb heavy rather than protein heavy, I often don't stay full as long after meals, and I end up snacking a lot more. And so trying to focus on having protein rich meals and even adding protein to things that might not traditionally have a ton of it. So like adding chicken to salad, something like that. It really does help me to stay full longer, and also to really capitalize on some of the benefits of some of the other habits that I'm trying to incorporate, like working out. You know, that's going to help me to build muscle, all of that. So in here, I'm putting in spinach, some apple, chicken that I cooked a couple days ago, and I'm actually just going to add one more. Something I found really helpful is, in order to be able to add more protein to things, it's helpful just to have sources of protein on hand. So I'll often cook some chicken at the beginning of the week and just try to incorporate it into meals here and there. Also have protein rich snacks on hand too, little meat sticks and different things like that. Just like with the vegetables, want to make it easy to reach for. And we'll add in some pistachios, cranberries. I like to make my own dressings too, so I can control the ingredients going in. So we'll do balsamic vinegar, a little olive oil, salt and pepper. Well, this is ready to be enjoyed. It looks delicious. Found some feta, was able to add to it. So I'm going to have this, and then got seconds waiting for me in the mixing bowl over there because it didn't all fit into this bowl. So those are the habits that I've really been working towards incorporating into my daily routines. Moving my body, nourishing it, making sure that I'm getting the rest that I need. They aren't necessarily new or groundbreaking things, but they really are the pillars of health and wellness. But I really have been trying to recommit to them, to make small changes to my life, to my routines, to make prioritizing them easier, more consistent. Before I go, I did just quickly want to remind you to check out Trainwell if you haven't already. I'll have all of the information about them linked up for you in the description box below. Now, I would love to know, what is one habit that you want to recommit to support your health, your well-being? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Until next time, friends, I am wishing you all an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one.